Hey there and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about 5 laws that changed society forever. Alright, let's get into the list, but before we do, I want you to think about something. Do you ever wonder how the world would be different if some laws never got passed? What if women never won the right to vote, or if slavery was still legal? Well, today we're gonna look at 5 laws that changed the course of history and made our world a better place. So stay tuned because this is gonna be an epic ride through time. No, 1. The abolition of slavery. In the 19th century, 2 major laws were passed that put an end to slavery once and for all. In the United States, the 13th Amendment to the Constitution was ratified in 1865, which legally abolished slavery and involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime. And over in the United Kingdom, the Slavery Abolition Act was passed in 1833, which did pretty much the same thing. Although the transatlantic accent makes it sound like they're talking about completely different things. These 2 laws marked the end of legal slavery around the world and laid the foundation for modern human rights. And it's hard to overstate just how important these laws were. They were a major step forward for equality and justice, and they helped to set the stage for many of the other important civil rights laws that followed in the decades and centuries to come. Number 2. Women's suffrage. Now let's talk about a law that gave half of the population a major say how they were governed. Women's suffrage. In 1893, New Zealand became the first nation to pass the law giving women the right to vote, and from there, it spread like wildfire. Country after country began granting women the right to vote until finally in 1920 when the United States passed the law. It took a long time, but eventually women all over the world gained the right to vote and run for office. And it's hard to imagine our world today without the contributions of women leaders like Margaret Thatcher, Golda Meir, Indira Gandhi, and yes, even Angela Merkel. No. 3. The Civil Rights Act. In 1964, the United States passed the Civil Rights Act, which outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. This groundbreaking legislation ended segregation in schools, public places, and workplaces and opened up new opportunities for millions of African Americans. The impact of this law is still felt today as it remains one of the cornerstones of American civil rights law. And while there's still a lot of work to be done when it comes to racial equality, the Civil Rights Act was a major step in the right direction. No. 4. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In the aftermath of World War II, the United Nations set out to create a blueprint for justice and equality for all people. And in 1948, they adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This landmark document outlines the basic rights and freedoms that every person is entitled to regardless of race, gender, religion, or beliefs. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights has been translated into more than 500 languages and is the foundation for many of the human rights laws that have been adopted around the world since its adoption. It's a powerful reminder that all people are created equal and that we all deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. And no. 5. Environmental protection. For a long time, the law didn't really take environmental protection into account. But in the 1970s, things started to change. In the United States, the Clean Air Act was passed in 1970, which set limits on the amount of pollutants that could be released into the air. And since then, many other countries have followed suit. In 2015, for example, the Paris Climate Agreement was adopted by nearly 200 countries, including the United States, China, and India. This agreement set goals for reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and for many countries, it was a major step forward in terms of environmental protection. It's clear that we're still a long way from where we need to be. But these laws show that it is possible to shift the balance of power and to protect the planet for future generations. And there you have it, folks, 5 laws that changed society forever. From ending slavery to protecting the environment, these laws have shaped our world in big and small ways. Which law do you think had the biggest impact? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an eye-opening episode. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and stay informed.